Now we'll discuss about WPW syndrome. The ECG criteria are PR is short, less than 0.12 second. QRS is wide. Delta wave in the upstroke of QRS. Delta wave in the upstroke of QRS, that is slurred QRS. Q may be present in lead 2-3 ABF, may be confused with inferior myocardial infarction. Here is the ECG of WPW syndrome. There is QRS complex is wide and there is delta wave in QRS complex, that is large QRS complex, and PR interval is short, less than 0.12 second, and there is a Q present in lead 2 and lead 2-3 and ABF. Now, what is WPW syndrome? It is a syndrome in which there is an accessory tract or pathway that bypasses the AV node and connects the atria and the ventricle. What are the types of WPW syndrome? It is of two types, type A and type B. Type A is accessory pathway on the left side. In ECG, tall R in V1 and V2. Type B, accessory pathway on the right side. In ECG, deep Q in V1 and V2. The accessory pathway is called the bundle of Kent. See, in V1 type A, deflection above, and type B, deflection below. How to treat WPW syndrome? As follows: if asymptomatic, no treatment is required. If symptomatic, transvenous radiofrequency catheter ablation of accessory pathway is the specific treatment. If this is not available, prophylactic antiarrhythmic drugs should be given, such as beta blocker, amiodarone, flecainide, bisopiramide. Previously, surgical resection of accessory pathway used to be done. Now, what are the presentations of WPW syndrome? The presentations are: may be asymptomatic, may present with palpitation, paroxysmal attack of atrial or supraventricular tachycardia, that is the commonest, atrial fibrillation, flutter, syncope, sudden death, rarely ventricular tachycardia, ventricular fibrillation. Why digoxin is avoided in WPW syndrome? Digoxin blocks the AV node and increases the conduction through the accessory pathway, so it increases the heart rate. Verapamil may cause same effect. It may also precipitate ventricular fibrillation. What are the drugs contraindicated in WPW syndrome? The drugs are digoxin and IV verapamil. Why the PR interval is short, and what is the mechanism of delta wave? Short PR interval, impulse is conducted rapidly from the atria to the ventricles through the accessory pathway, causing early ventricular depolarization, so the PR interval is short. Delta wave, the accessory pathway depolarizes part of the ventricle slowly, giving rise to the slow upstroke. Delta wave, first portion of QRS complex. Then the normally conducted impulse through the AV node causes depolarization of the rest of the ventricle, giving rise to the rest of the QRS complex. Now, how to treat atrial fibrillation with the WPW syndrome? If troublesome symptoms, DC shock should be given. Radiofrequency ablation of abnormal pathway. Drugs that slow conduction of accessory pathway may be used, such as amiodarone, flecainide, bisopiramide, sotalol. Now, we should remember the following points. Hallmark of WPW syndrome in ECG is delta wave. When WPW syndrome is associated with tachycardia, it may be confused with ventricular tachycardia. Digoxin and verapamil may increase the heart rate and even precipitate ventricular tachycardia and ventricular fibrillation. In presence of WPW syndrome, the following diseases may be difficult to diagnose. Type A confuses with right bundle branch block, right ventricular hypertrophy, true posterior myocardial infarction. Type B confuses with left bundle branch block, left ventricular hypertrophy, inferior myocardial infarction.